Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get it, dip it, earn that BNB. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. We'll check you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Top that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get it, dip it, earn that BNB. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. We'll check you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Top that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. We smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that BNB. Charts ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll check you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Pop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. We smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that BNB. Charts ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll check you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Pop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Better get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that B&B. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll take you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Pop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Better get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that B&B. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll take you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Pop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh. Yeah. Gotta get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told 'em.
Check, have a look. It's probably okay. It should be. Sorry, the sound should be good on YouTube now, so I do apologize now. But yeah, okay. Just as a recap, yeah, scheduling for the Tiki Talk AMAs will be on a fortnightly basis, but this will be continuing to weekly basis. But I do apologize. The audio should be okay now. I just didn't change the configuration. Okay, so awesome. In today's AMA, we'll just be going over some general updates. Yep, thanks, Peter. We'll just be going over some general updates regarding the project state, everything that we've been going on the back end, and then we'll just go to our normal Q&A. We'll be taking questions from anyone in the chat, through voice chat or the actual normal chat, but yeah, let's jump right in. If you do want to go to the live stream, we do have slides if you prefer to read some of the text there, but I will be talking about the updates anyway. So let me switch over to the slides now. Give me a sec. Okay, awesome. So starting off, I just wanted to go over some of the changes regarding the development of TIKI Dash. And as you know, we've been having some delays with this, and this was due to some of the issues with a dev they have, and we've been explaining this the past couple of weeks. And we've decided to kind of completely reevaluate how the Dash would work for a long-term utility. And also, we've had to take a really big look of how it would actually work as a product in such a competitive market with organizations and applications such as Dex Tools, for example, which has a massive team and a massive standing as they are, a reputation, and what the development would mean for us in terms of that. So with that in mind, we've had to reallocate a lot of resources from our current Tiki Dash development. And as you know, we've worked on some of the back-end development in terms of chart data and 1-minute graphing and 1-minute graphs, I believe, as we've kind of stated previously. So we're kind of taking a bit of an alternative approach to the Tiki Dash and more focusing it towards the Tiki ecosystem as a whole rather than a analytical tool for all of the BSC. And the way we're going to be doing this is our current earnings manager, as you know, has been providing information specifically on the Tiki token itself in terms of the reward system, but we want to dramatically expand this to all facets of our ecosystem as it continues to grow, and also provide a lot more enhanced data, information, which we ultimately believe this is a much safer approach for us to take, rather than going on a huge endeavor to what we were originally with the original plan of the Tiki Dash. We know this is kind of like a last minute thing what we're springing on everyone, but we do believe it is the right decision. Kind of taking a bigger look at everything as a whole. What you can expect in terms of the new Tiki Dash earnings manager is we have a lot of calculation optimization updates. Calculation optimization updates. We have outlined a lot of inefficiencies in the way things are calculated with the current dashboard, and we will be optimizing this in the newer version. We have a completely revamped modern UI that looks really amazing, and we've already started building this out. And I do have a new team member to introduce to the Tiki team, which will coming up next, who is going to be helping a great deal with this. So it's really exciting. We will be integrating the earnings calculator that you've seen on my other development, which is on another site. So we'll be integrating this so it's all tightly packed together in the one spot. We will be using proper wallet connection. As you know, there's quite a bit of wallet connection issues in the current earnings manager that we wanted to kind of fix. So this will be something that we have. And with that in mind, as you know, in the current earnings manager, the way it works is you basically just copy and paste and put your address in. We wanted to completely remove this, and this is obviously subject to change if people feel like they want to add this back. Well, we wanted to just revert to the normal wallet connection method, and this is completely safe. It's just a means of pulling information from an authorized user to display that information. As we thought, being able to see everyone's information and how much they've exactly earned is probably providing a bit too much transparency, especially if that individual holder didn't want to divulge how much BNB they've earned while being a Tiki. And we do believe that having the calculator part on there would aid as people. They could be able to see how much they could potentially earn without having to individually find someone with a large amount of Tiki and see how much they've earned or how much they can earn. So we're adding a lot more customizability, and also in terms of privacy, it's going to be a lot better. We also be doing integrating Tiki charts, graphs, graphics and analytics, NFT integrations as well. So we'll be also having like a kind of section for NFT as a whole. In terms of, bouncing back to the Tiki charts and graphics as well, kind of just a bit more of an explanation on this. We wanted to kind of provide a lot more information exactly on staking data, buys, sells, amount of transactions, kind of a complete overview of what's happening right now. And we also wanted to provide information on the total ratio of tokens that can earn BNB compared to the total supply, which was something that we wanted to kind of express of what's actually happening and how the actual earning system works. Also, the amount of like total locked value of staking is something we wanted to express on the dashboard as well. We have another announcement as well. We will also be working with the BankerDoge team to directly integrate staking from the dashboard. What this means is that BankerDoge will be implementing a API that we'll be able to utilize that allows a custom UI configuration, and for the people that have vaults, everyone on the list, to opt into a API that would basically allow our investors to stake directly from our dashboard rather than having to go to BankerDoge platform and staking from there. And we do believe this would be really awesome. It's basically like kind of having our own staking, for example. We're just utilizing their pool and technology, which, as you know now, we will be migrating soon. And I have information on this for the next slide. But I think it'll be a really good kind of push in the right direction as well when that is implemented, as it takes a lot of the confusion away from just overall like having to go to a different platform to stake and having it all centralized in the one spot. Yeah, we'll also be having a news announcement and dates kind of section and page on there as well, which will be able to kind of provide a complete overview of AMA dates, deployment dates of projects, and kind of a complete overview of everything that's happening and all things TIKI, which we think is really cool. And it'll be kind of a fully interactable calendar. You could see dates and everything. It's going to be really awesome. And these developments have already begun. I myself am working on the front end development, and I am working with another developer as well, who's I'll introduce soon as well. So that's kind of covers the kind of Tiki Dash changes and how we're going to be adapting that specifically to our ecosystem. Moving on, I will go on to the next slide here. So next updates is regarding the staking vault migration. As you know, this is something that's been long awaited from everyone in our community that is a staker. As you know, there is noticeable gas issues, which has kind of resulted in us having to revert to a weekly distribution schedule, which has been a manual process. With the new version that we'll be migrating to now, it provides faster reward distributions. Basically, it's completely automated, essentially. But at a minimum, it's basically going to be daily distributions, but most of the time it's going to be even faster. As well as this, it has many other enhanced efficiencies, such as reduced gas fees when interacting with the vault. So basically, if you have a stake in the V1 vault, you will need to unstake your tokens from that vault, and there's no need to do that yet. We will make an official announcement once, once the migration officially begins and the new vault is open. And once your token, so this is something you'll be able to unstake once your tokens have been unlocked. And to make this clear, if you do have time locked tokens, this will be removed from the Bank of Doge team, and basically we will be the only way around it we could viably see is that the only like minimum thing we could set in the contract was reverting it to a 3% withdrawal fee. There was no possibility to completely remove the fee in the contract, unfortunately, but this is the way it had to work. And the way it's going to work overall with this accumulated withdrawal fee is so let me kind of say when the vault is unlocked and people can take their tokens out, deposits into that vault will be disabled. So basically, people can only unstake. At this point in time, there will be no more distributions, and all withdrawals and that fee, that 3% fee, will go into the rewards pool. After a week has passed, that reward allocation from that withdrawal fees would be put into the new vault as an airdrop to compensate for people's losses if they choose to stake again. This is the only way we could viably see work around dealing with the fee. And we do believe that if you are a staker in the V1 vault and you aren't staking, you probably inherently have interest in staking again. And we do incentivize people to stake. Obviously, it's not financial advice, but we do incentivize people to stake in the new vault, as it does have a lot of these enhanced efficiencies that a lot of us have been waiting for. And as a whole, if people were there for the initial launch of the version 1 vault, you saw how crazy, and again, this is not financial advice, we saw how crazy the rewards were when the vault first opened. As a vault opens, you're entering tokens and you have a higher share early on, so that means you're going to be netting a lot more rewards. And with the distributions being as fast as they are, essentially distributing every time there's an interaction with the vault, it's all automated. The rewards can be seen as pretty good. So this is what we ultimately see as a really good incentive to restake again into the new vault. And we do see the benefit as well, as we're not forcing people to restake again. If you do want to unstake and take the fee, you can just hold your tokens normally and do whatever you need to. You don't need to restake again. And we do believe this is kind of a plus side to the way this manual process works. Obviously, it is a bit unfortunate with the fees, but overall, if you are planning on staking again, I would say that you would be seeing your returns in rewards if you staked within the first day. It's statistically likely that that would be the case. So yeah, as I explained, the TIKI taken from fees in the V1 vault will be collected for 1 week from the beginning of the migration. After 1 week, the tokens will be airdropped into the V2 vault. This basically compensates for the losses taken when withdrawing from the vault and restaking again. And just going over the new vault itself, we do have a lot of fee structure changes, which we do believe is overall beneficial for the long-term success and kind of appeal to stake overall. So the deposit fee for stake in the vault will remain the same. Will be a base at 5%, and it will be 3% for the first week. This is the minimum the fee could be. And if you're wondering why it's 3%, that 2% is taking out from the fees that both TIKI team and BD, the Banker Doge team, get. So we're not profiting from this whole situation. These fees are directly going back to the community and rewards. So that's something we do want you to know as well. The withdrawal fee, and this is something that's new, will be 0%. So, and this is specifically for tokens that aren't time locked. So we believe this is a really amazing kind of thing, and it should be the case overall that once your time lock ends, you shouldn't be having to pay another fee again. This is kind of much better than having to pay another 5% fee, and this was something that was strongly recommended from the community when we launched the first vault, and it kind of incentivizes people to stake without feeling like they're really locked in and committed, where they have some flexibility around this works. And for early withdrawal fees, it's only going to be a 5%, so not that massive 25% fee we saw before. So what this means for long-term stakers as a whole, you won't be seeing those big bursts of rewards coming in when there is an early on stake. But what this means is a much higher incentive to stake overall, and a consistent stream of trading volume within the vault, which creates a consistent APY and overall better rewards in the long term. And I do hope that everyone is happy with this. If there is a lot of dislike towards this, the fees can be changed after the contract has been deployed, and to confirm it has been deployed, it's just not live on the front end. But we do believe this is better for the long-term success of our staking vault. So that covers the updates for the staking vault migration. And on top of that, we do expect it to take place today, but we will make another official announcement when it is open. We are actually waiting for our dev to confirm that the fees have been excluded from our end, so everything can be running smoothly. And then from there, we'll make an official announcement when the V2 vault is open, and you will be able to withdraw your tokens from the vault at that reduced fee, and all time lock tokens will be basically unlocked. So moving on to the next announcement, which is regards to liquidity status and its locking state. So as of now, our liquidity is locked at DX lock. We're expecting this to unlock in approximately 1 month. With this in mind, our core team has been analyzing the current state of our liquidity and how to best manage it for the future of our project. And as it stands, 96% of our liquidity resides within the locker, which equates to around $683,000 worth of BNB and TIKI. One of the big issues here we have is that our current LP to market cap ratio is very high, very high. It's extremely high. It's 28.35%. Most other projects have a much lower liquidity ratio. For example, SafeMoon, which is another notable project that most people know, only has a ratio of 5.4%. And As you know, liquidity helps creating a solid price floor and assisting with dealing with volatility and price fluctuation. But since our LP market ratio is too high, our price growth won't be impacted well when big buys come in. And with this in mind, it ultimately reduces incentives of buying the token, as there won't be those big pumps you see um, with all these other big tokens that have these better LP to market cap ratios. Our plan is to adjust our LP market cap ratio to around 5%, and this is subject to change depending on the current state of everything. And this will occur after the LP has been unlocked. We will be also relocking a percentage of the LP and keep access open to some of the LP, which will be used as a volatility tool from our core team. What I mean by volatility tool is we'll be able to keep keep some LP set aside to dynamically manage the LP to market cap ratio as our market cap increases or decreases. To better manage our tokens price, this is to better manage our token price overall, having this volatility tool. And when we do a relock, we're expecting to lock 60% of the total LP, and this will be for another 2-month period. And after this 2-month period ends, it will be a repeated process. We'll go through this exact same process again. We actually overall, with our initial lock, which I believe was 6 months, was actually quite a big long time. But as it was a launch of our project, and we definitely respect the importance of our investors. It was a good time, but it was a very long time. But yeah, that was the way it works. Also, on top of this, as an update, we also expect to have our contract on a multi-signature configuration before the unlocking occurs. If you're not aware of this, what this means, it basically adds that extra layer of security for the contract while that has the liquidity. This means that more than one person will have to sign off on a transaction before it occurs. And this will also resolve that one major issue that we have in Certec, which is really exciting as well, because it's really great moving forward to have this. So that kind of covers the liquidity updates, and I'm happy to take more questions on this after, because I know people might have more questions regarding the state of this as well. So that's completely fine. Moving on. So just wanted to welcome a new team member to the TIKI team. We have a new member who's been in the community for a long time, is Devnel10. He's been in the project since day one, pretty much since the Moai token pre-sale. He's a very highly experienced software engineer who will be assisting and advising on our upcoming developments. Alongside his experience, he'll also be moderating the TIKI token Telegram chat and helping everyone out if needed. And as explained with some of the other developments with the TIKI Dash upgrades to the earning manager, he's going to be helping me personally with a lot of the back-end developments, while I personally foresee and work on the front-end developments. And I've had the pleasure of talking to him and having a couple of meetings. He is an amazing person, and unfortunately he couldn't make it today. He has had a very busy day today, but if you do see him in the chat, do say hi to him. He is a very nice and approachable person, and it's really great to have such an experienced person on our team. So, on more positive news, we have planned for some more upcoming developments. So we will be beginning our developments for the first TIKI play to earn game. This is an exciting integration that will allow players to earn TIKI tokens through a fun, exciting play. We'll be working with an experienced game development team who has experience with blockchain integrations with games. Our aim is to have a TIKI themed game that has the benefit of earning TIKI tokens, and which is rewarded depending on the amount of TIKI tokens that the player holds or is staking. In addition to the rewards at a base level, owning and using your NFTs in the game will kind of act as a reward multiplier for even better gains. And obviously, we do have a lot more details kind of in the making for this, and we will be releasing this throughout the next couple of weeks. As a whole, we do expect to have a beta ready for this game come mid-January, and we're expecting a full release by February. So this is really exciting news, and it kind of opens up a lot of opportunities for kind of the Tiki metaverse, um, especially having our integrations with our NFTs within the game that provide an extra added benefit. So this is something that's really cool, and I was really passionate about since gamification on the blockchain is such a big and growing trend right now, and I think Tiki will suit very well and do very well as an addition to our ecosystem. Um, I'm happy to take questions on this as well if people have questions regarding the source of rewards or anything. Obviously, uh, everything's still kind of in the making and not finalized yet, but I'm happy to take any questions if anyone has any specific kind of remarks towards this. So that kind of covers majority of our updates for today, and I'm happy now to take any questions if anyone likes regarding any of these updates that I went through, especially regarding Tiki Dash, liquidity, staking, our newest team member. Just feel free to ask anything. I'll open the questions. I'm just looking in the chat now. We have 32 people in here. That's amazing. So yeah, do feel free to raise your hand in the voice chat, or you can ask your messages, ask your questions in the main Telegram chat. But yeah, I'll open the floor now. So feel free to ask away. Let's see if there's any other messages um, before while I was talking. Thank you, Sanguine. Appreciate it. Banker Doge said migration is live. I don't believe it is live yet. It might be for their pool. I believe they're also migrating their own pool at the moment. But we will be confirming at when we do have everything ready on our end. So Julian says, what were the initial utilities for the Dash, assuming the change is extra features? So as most of you are aware, the Tiki Dash was going to be kind of an analytical tool for the BCS and other networks on the blockchain, and provide advanced analytical data and charting information, something closer towards something like PooCoin or Dex tools. Obviously, we've had to take a kind of another alternative to this, as we've kind of seen that the long-term developments of this and maintenance weren't very cost-effective, and is a very risky and dangerous endeavor for our projects as a whole, especially if you decide to go through with this. Since it is a very competitive market and there is a lot of well-established applications out there, as I've said, such as Dex tools, it would be very hard for us to stay competitive. Since these organizations have such large funding and huge teams and very well established kind of communities, it would be very hard for us to kind of make a stamp. So we've decided to take a kind of alternative to this, and instead of focusing on the wider spectrum of the BSC and provide data on that, we want to specifically focus on upgrading the features within the ecosystem. And as you know, we do have our current Tiki Earnings Manager, and we wanted to basically bolster this up to make it a full-fledged kind of Tiki application and much more powered analytics regarding to Tiki itself and all facets of its ecosystem. So, and as I've stated, the developments for this have already begun and will be continuing. I myself, the devs on the core team, and our newest team member, Dev Nell, will be working on this to get this up and running. So you can expect to see this go live, I'd say, within the next couple of weeks. We don't have a fixed date on this, obviously, but we'll, as we come closer to completion, we might have a fixed date for release of this. So it's something really excited about. Obviously, it's a bit unfortunate that we've had to take a bit of a turn with how we're going to go ahead with Tiki Dash, but overall, we do believe that this is beneficial for the long run. JB says the unstake is live. Oh, let me double check. I believe the unstake might be live, so the fee might have been dropped, but the new vault might be open. I'll double check now to confirm, and I'll make an official statement here. Give me a moment. Alrighty. Okay, so it does look like you can let me just double check for myself. Yeah, it does look like you can unstake the tokens now at a 3% fee. Yeah, so if you would like to unstake your tokens now, you can, and you can kind of get ready in preparation for the new vault to launch. The new vault is it's ready, it's deployed. We're just waiting for our dev on our end to basically sign off and whitelist the new contract for the vault, and thereafter we will be deploying the V2 vault, and you'll be able to stake your tokens there. And then again, we will be making official announcements once this does happen. So does anyone else have any other questions for today? Okay, so Neon says, if Tiki Dash wouldn't incentivize someone to buy the token, what will be the main selling point instead of having the first BNB autoclaim token? So as a whole, our ecosystem is offering a wide variety of different products and services. Well, services in the long run, as we do plan to have a lot of other things in our ecosystem in the long run. But as a whole, we're going to be working on like you stated, we're having like we just stated, a pay to earn game, and we also will be improving our developments with NFT as well in the future. So there's still a lot more things to come. And as a whole of BNB, Tiki and its utility is the fact that it is a reward token, and this will remain the same. With our other extra developments that we have, which will ultimately incentivize buying overall. It's just a matter of time before our volume starts spiking, as our kind of our offering grows and our utility grows. So that's kind of the way things are going to work. What about marketing? It's just as additional marketing update. We have been still working to deploy our banners. We have deployed some holiday banners in different countries on different sites. I believe Hanky can provide some information on this and the specifics of which countries and where these banners are, but this is something that we're continuing to do, obviously. And in the coming weeks ahead, as we prepare for our awesome pay to earn game in the Tiki ecosystem, we'll be pumping out a lot more marketing tailored to that as well. So do make sure to keep an eye on that, and we'll be providing more updates on this. No, yeah, awesome. Thanks, Hanky. So Hanky's just provided a bit more information on those ads that we have deployed now. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna wrap questions for today. If you do have any kind of concerns or angers, do feel free to DM one of our team, but do try and keep it positive in the chat. But yeah, just if you wanted to look over any of the updates that we've gone to today, the team's pinned those slides in the chat. We also have this session recorded as well and be uploaded live to our YouTube channel. But yeah, do thank everyone for attending today, and we'll be having our next AMA 2 weeks from now, as we are on a fortnightly schedule. But do make sure to send DMs to our team if you have any concerns at all. Just try and keep it positive in the chat. And we will be making an official announcement once the Vault migration is complete and the new Vault is live. So just thanks again for everyone coming today, and we'll see you everyone in 2 weeks' time. Oh, some people have their hands up. Oh, sorry about that. I can take some questions here as well. So I will take a question from Wayne. How you going, Wayne?
Hi, sir. Thank you very much for being here today. I know it's super late or super early where you're at.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think everybody's probably in the same boat that I am. We're all super excited for all the things that are coming up, especially the game, what TIKI Dash is going to change itself into. But right now, kind of the over exciting thing that we're all waiting for is the migration. We're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Obviously, fees for unstaking have now been reduced. Thank you for that post. When you say that you're going to get a hold of us in order to restake, is that going to be a Telegram post, another live chat, or do you have any idea how that communication is going to occur?
Yeah, we're happy to also open the live chat as well, but we will be making a tweet. We will be sending messages in the announcements chat on our Telegram and Discord. But the migration itself is something that it's not something that has to be done straight away individually by each investor. If they do choose we basically, as I explained in the announcement, we have like a 1 week period where we have this reduced exit fee, which is the 3%, and we'll be accumulating the rewards that 3% basically produces after people withdraw the tokens for a week's time. And after a week's passed from the new vault being open, we will basically be taking the rewards that have accumulated in that vault and airdrop it into the new vault as kind of a way to recover some of the losses from those fees. Additionally, we are looking as well to provide additional airdrops on behalf of our reward reserve to kind of compensate people a bit extra as well. But we don't have anything confirmed on the exact number, but this is something we are planning on doing in time as well.
Oh, wonderful. That will certainly make migration to the new vault something a little bit less scary for people. Thank you for considering that. We've all been through at least one vault with the Banker Doge system, and I think the 32 of us on this voice chat are probably all in the same boat. We know how valuable it is to get in early, even if you're airdropping.
Yeah, definitely.
Time matters. So I think that's why we're all excited we're all ready. We're all sitting here with our ledgers ready to go to hit send. Do we know if that's going to be in a couple minutes, or are we looking at hours? Is there any way to kind of give us an idea of while we're all hovering over the enter key right now?
As I can kind of say, we're waiting for our dev to get on. He's a bit busy at the moment to basically whitelist the address on our end, and basically this whitelisting process is a matter of making sure that the vault transactions are excluded from the normal fees, which is a very important aspect, and we want to make sure it is 100% enabled before we set anything live at all. We don't have a specific time in this, but we do expect for it to happen today. And as I said, we will make an official announcement once this has been done, and we'll give everyone a proper time for when the vault will go live. I'll attempt to coordinate with the Banker Doge team so we can, after this has been finalized on our end, we'll kind of specify a specific time for the vault to launch. This way, this kind of gives people a fair chance to get in kind of early, essentially, and kind of, as you were saying, kind of hovering the button to kind of get the best rewards. So does that kind of make sense?
It does. I think a more specific timeline, if we're looking at within the hour or several hours, would be helpful. But I understand the position that you're in, and obviously do it correct first. Verify it's not going to cause problems is far more important than expediency. So timeline would be great, sir, but I understand. Do it right first, do it quick. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks for that. Happy to take another question. Got Mr. Rue here. All right, allow you to speak. How you going?
Hey, sorry, I'm starting to lag a lot.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, just you feel free to. I can hear you now. You can talk whenever you're ready. Okay. I'll take one more question from Clay. Hey Clay, how you going? You have a question? That's okay, Mister. You can ask your questions in the chat if you prefer.
No, I was, hey Jake, I was just wondering what type of game you guys are actually putting out.
We're basically, we don't have everything 100% finalized, but we're basically aiming to have, if it's going to be a very simple game at a base from release, it's going to be kind of we're really going for a kind of pixel themed retro kind of platform game. But we don't have everything 100% finalized with the details. We're working tightly with the game dev team that specializes in these integrations. But as we kind of come closer to a full image and we get all the designs ready and everything, we'll be releasing kind of teasers, demos, and as that will be coming towards the beta release in mid-January.
All right, thank you.
That's all right. So I just see that, one sec, I just got to check something with our team really quickly.
Hey Jake, in case you haven't noticed, Chop is in the channel.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I've just unmuted him. Awesome. All right.
It's good enough. But yeah.
So okay, as everyone knows, we've been working with Chop here in the chat to work on some of our TIKI merch that we've TIKI swag that we're soon to release, probably in the coming week or so. And he's here just to talk about some of that stuff as well. If he's ready, he might also be showing a kind of a bit of a teaser as well. But yeah, definitely feel free to talk when ready if you're still in here. I'll see, might have dipped. That's okay. But yeah, he'll Chop will be going through and giving out a kind of teaser on what you guys can expect from that. But yeah, I'll see if you can jump in real quickly. Let's see here. He's just having some connection issues. That's okay. If once he sorts that out, I'll be happy to. I'll be leaving. I can leave the voice chat open for a bit. And if he's ready to come in, he can kind of give everyone a bit of a teaser. Maybe he can put a message in the chat instead. But for now, I think we're just going to wrap up the AMA for today. But like I said, if anyone else has any questions or concerns, do feel free to DM anyone on the Tiki team. We're happy to take any questions that you have. But for now, we'll wrap up the AMA, and we'll see everyone in 2 weeks' time. As I've stated at the beginning, the Tiki Talk AMA is just going to be on a fortnightly schedule temporarily. If you're wondering why it's 2 weeks instead of a week. But yeah, we'll see everyone then, and thanks again for taking time out of your day to join us today. It's much appreciated. And we'll continue to keep everyone posted on the current status of the migration, and we'll have a finalized time for when the V2 Vault is launched. So yeah, thanks again, everyone. Take care. I'll see you later.